die. David Ignatius is one of them. He writes for the Washington Post, and he is one of the Beltway pundits, one of the guys that everybody looks to for conventional wisdom. And he's, of course, an enormous McCain lover and supporter, and has been for a long, long time. Now, he sees that McCain is fighting dirty in ways that don't make sense, so he's got to figure out a creative and ingenious way of covering for him, and he's at a loss, so he decides, you know what, I'm going to take the truth, and I'm going to flip it exactly on its head. So what does he do? He says, no, the McCain you're seeing now, that's not the true John McCain. I know the true John McCain. And that John McCain is a glorious, glorious man. In fact, the name of his piece in Thursday's paper is McCain's True Voice, because he's found his true voice, Ignatius says. He says, quote, this is the first paragraph of the article, in the dog days of summer, John McCain's political personality has become so fuzzy that even some Republicans are worrying about his viability. That's his way of saying, some of the things he's been saying so far are questionable, but, literally, in fact, the next word is, but if you want a reminder of why John McCain should be a formidable candidate, take another look at his remarkable 1999 autobiography, Faith of My Fathers. So Ignatius has nothing positive to say today about McCain, but he can't write a bad article about McCain. That's not allowed in the Washington media. So what he has to do is he has to reach back to 1999, find his autobiography, real investigative journalism, by the way, and then writes about a page and a half about, oh, I read through his autobiography, and it says that he's a great guy. You don't say, really. It says that. Of course it says that. It's his autobiography. And then he says, you know, the whole time he was in these POW camps, as he writes about it, he is so humble. The thing that you get most out of it is the humility and how he says the other soldiers next to him were, you know, even braver than he was. And he doesn't like to talk about his time in the POW camps. That's why he wrote a book about his time in the POW camps. And he doesn't like to talk about it and about how courageous he was, except there's chapter after chapter talking about, but in the meanwhile he says, oh yeah, by the way, the other guys were also courageous. Wink. Okay. I wanted to read you the very end, the last paragraph of Ignatius's article saying McCain's true voice, even though he seems like a jerk now, I assure you that he's hiding the glorious McCain inside. Here's the final quote. What's damaging the McCain campaign now, I suspect, is that this fiercely independent man is trying to please other people, especially a Republican leadership that doesn't really trust him. He should give that up and be the person whose voice shines through the pages of his life story. Man, no matter what John McCain does, David Ignatius and the Washington media so far is going to cover for him. They're going to say, no, 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 that's not the real McCain. Don't believe your eyes. Believe what I'm telling you, because I read his autobiography. And his autobiography says he's an excellent guy. Really honorable. You should check it out.